So you think that you are the most stressed person, you think that you are the most depressed person, you think that all the problems in the world is in your head. You feel like that you are very stressed, you have this ability to, or you have this natural tendency to always be stressed, always be anxious, always be impatient, always suffer due to stress. But what I would like to tell you this, that you don't have stress, you take stress, and you may choose to not take stress. And how is that, we'll be discussing in the moment. But first of all, I would like to tell you guys one thing, that what kind of stress we will not be talking about in this video. The first is physical stress. When you have physical pain, meaning that you have done some work, you have done some physical tasks in the day or for the particular part of time, and you feel physical pain, physical stress at the end of the day or at the end of the work. So we will not be talking about that stress. And the second one will be the actual mental stress. And what I mean by actual mental stress is that you have been doing some work, you have been engaged in some activity. So after some time you are feeling this pain in your head, or the headache, or you can say that you are just feeling stressed and you need rest. So these are the two things, these are the two kind of stress we will not be talking about. And this is not about those kind of stress. What we are going to talk about is that when you wake up and you feel stress, you feel anxious, you feel impatience, you feel that something is missing, you cannot just be relaxed. So that is the stress we will be talking about. And the statement, like I said, that you do not have stress, you take stress, and you may choose not to take stress. Okay, so I just told you guys that you do not have stress, like the, but you are in stress, like we are in stress, we become come in the situation, they come in the situation when we are in stress. So what is the reason that we have these kinds of stress? So I believe, as far as I know, as far as I have experienced the life, as far as I have read, as far as I have the knowledge, I believe there are few reasons for this kind of stress. But what kind of problem does this stress causes? This stress doesn't allow you to use your mental faculty fully. It causes you to waste time, a lot of time. That is why it is very important to counter this stress. That is why it is very critical to not have this stress. That when you are in stress, what happens, that you cannot think clearly. When you cannot think clearly, you cannot make good decision. And when you cannot make good decision, you cannot live a good life. As simple as that. So what are the reason, what are the causes of this kind of stress? First, I believe that overthinking. What we do, that we tend to think too much on the things. We tend to overthink things, right? So this is one of the causes. And the second cause is negative thinking. We always tend to somehow naturally, I don't know, I know very less people who have this positive attitude towards life. But I personally, previously I used to have this negative kind of thought, but nowadays, or I personally don't hold any positive point of view towards anything. Sorry. Negative point of view towards anything. I always believe that there is always possibility of positive things happening, as there is much possibility of negative thing happening. So why wouldn't I just not choose the positive side? So I believe this is just a choice. But one of the reason which causes us stress is that our tendency to think negative, right? To think negative about things, like there is something to be happen, and you are just thinking about that something bad will happen, not something good will happen. So this is the only one reason to which causes us this kind of stress. And the another reason I believe that we tend to worry about the future, we tend to worry about what is in not our hand. Tend to worry very much which is or which things or which part of life is not in our hand. This is also one of the reason which gives us stress, this kind of stress, and it is very bad. Stress is very bad for the health. Go and ask any doctor, the first medication, the first thing he will tell you to do is to take less stress, and no matter whatever the disease you are suffering. But tell me, okay, these are the reasons, but tell me, what is actually stopping you to just chill out, to just relax? Is there somebody, some person, some agent holding on to your head like this and telling you, no, you be stressed now, you be anxious now, you be impatient now, you cannot relax, you cannot chill? Is there? Most probably not. But then why is it that you are not being relaxed, you are not being you are always anxious, you are always anxious, and you are always impatient? So I believe this is a habit which, if you are really suffering from this problem, there can be the people who are not suffering with this problem, and there can be the people who occasionally suffer from this problem. But what I am trying to say is that you do not naturally have a stress, like you have this natural limbs, like you naturally have this, right? But when you come to stress, you do not naturally have it, you take stress. That is what I am trying to emphasize in this video, that you do not naturally have stress, you take stress, and you can choose. It is in your hand to not take stress. That is what I am trying to emphasize in this video. So this is whatever, if you are suffering from this occasionally, if you are suffering from this regularly, tell yourself, and it will make things much easier, that you do not naturally have stress, you take stress, and you have to stop taking stress. You have to just chill out, you have to just relax, you have to just let go things. This will give you a better and consistent mental equilibrium, which will allow you to perform better, make the better decision, and live a better life. That is what I wanted to convey in this video. I hope I was able to convey what I wanted to convey. And remember, you don't have stress, you take stress, and you very well may not choose to take stress. That is it for today. Feel free to say anything in the comment. If comments are like no, let me try again. Comment Darbar is open for everyone, every villagers of this kingdom. Feel free to come there, feel free to say whatever you want to, any suggestion, any ideas, any questions, any answer, or whatever you just think about whatever is said in this video. Like I always said, I don't want it to be one-way communication, I want it to be two-way communication. So let's make it a two-way communication. I order you guys to comment in this video, to tell me how was this video. Oh, right. So that is it for today. Bickey Kumar signing in. We'll be see you guys. We'll meet in the next day, next video, with something interesting, something exciting, something which will help us to be a better person, to be a little wiser, to be a little better for tomorrow. Signing off.